can call the meeting to order at 6:32 and stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Brooke,
Yes.
before we begin, I'd like to, I don't think we've done this yet, but I'd like to acknowledge and congratulate Brooke on her apparent EDD status.
Oh, thank you, Kurt. I appreciate it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good job.
I appreciate all the support.
She is a doctor of education.
Thank you. Yes, I appreciate all the support. It was a wonderful experience.
And it's over.
And it's over. Thankfully, yes.
Yes, very nice.
So do we have any nominations for chair?
I'll nominate Julie Finnegan.
Second.
All right. Any other nominations? Julie, do you want the position?
Yes, I'm fine.
Okay.
I move that nominations be closed.
All right.
Quickly.
Any discussion? All right. All those in favor of Julie being chair?
Aye.
Okay. Guys have it. All right, Julie.
All right. All right, nominations for vice chair, please. Nominate. Second?
Second.
Any discussion? All right, all those in, or any other nominations? All right, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Congratulations, Peter.
Thank you.
Peter. Thank you, Julie. You're very welcome. I will entertain nominations for clerk.
It was Christina.
Right,
so
what's Christina? So does anybody want to know what the clerk does?
Sure.
Okay. What does the clerk do? Signs things, right?
Might sign a few like maybe
Financial
student
things.
hearing letters or something like that, but it's pretty minimal.
Okay,
Yeah, it's pretty minimal.
signatures.
Everyone nominating you.
Nominate Sue. I'll second.
Okay, any discussion? Any other nominations?
Who do we nominate?
Sue.
So
Oh. Okay.
Any other? Okay, all those in favor of Sue for clerk, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, awesome. Thanks, Sue. Get your pen ready. All right. All right, committee reorganization. So I believe we all got in our packet the current list of people on committees. About this two different ways. It's usually people like to stay on their committees, which is fine. I have a question. Is there a max number of people on committees?
well, you don't want the full board on a
Okay,
committee.
no, I'm just
but
saying,
like
because
I would
people are
say,
interested,
our biggest committee is finance right now. It's not really because some of the board members are no longer on the board.
Okay.
I would say probably you don't want any more than 7 or 8, but I
Okay.
don't think we really have.
And how
that.
many do we have on that?
We have 7, but like John Wurzbacher is gonna
Oh.
run, so we
Right.
have 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And Christina there. And who needs to come off? And, right?
Yeah.
And Christina.
So I can tell you who's on
Okay.
what, and then you can, I guess, maybe
Yep.
tell me if you want to stay or if you would like to change.
You have a name tag right over there.
Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
No problem.
So building and grounds, right now we have Becca, Chris, and Peter.
I'll stay.
I'd like to stay.
Chris, do you want to stay on buildings and
Sure.
grounds? Anybody else want to be on buildings and grounds?
Building and grounds meets the same time as policy, so if you're on policy, you can't be on building and grounds.
Right.
Vice versa.
Do you need more?
Probably would be good to have at least one more.
Maybe even two.
I could be on buildings and grounds. Sure.
Like, Scott, did you want to be on policy, because they meet at the same time?
Oh, I'd rather be on policy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not many people say that, so.
I probably don't know what I'm asking for, so.
Who else is in here?
But now policy doesn't meet as often,
Every other,
every other.
just like
So,
buildings and grounds, right?
Every
So-
other.
Yeah, but we
Like,
haven't been
switch out
meeting
every-
as regularly. We
haven't
might
been.
have,
We had 3 left.
we might have more this year.
Can we switch it up?
Yeah,
to
yeah, oh yeah,
having-
you can definitely, people are on way more than two. Yes, you can be on
Could you
two.
switch it up so it would
So,
be
like,
every
I'm on
other, I'd be
finance
every
and
other,
building
that might be.
And then, so every time we have a
So
meeting.
I would be
have
on
to
it
go
if it
early.
was every other opposite of policy, and maybe our new would consider that as well. I don't know, let's just.
All right, well,
Oh, gotcha.
Come back to that.
yeah, I mean, we can come back. We can leave the
Leave it
backup
for right
Chris
now.
and Peter for now.
Yep.
What is building policy? That's like all the maintenance and
Yeah,
repairs. and
yes.
Yes, yes. So just making, like, getting the rundown, 5-year plan, 10-year plan, understanding, right, what's in the budget, processing, all that stuff.
I mean, you don't have to like know plumbing
No.
or anything
No,
like
no,
that.
no.
Talk about
Definitely not
different
in
phases
person.
that come in, talk about different projects that need to be done, which project
All
is
that.
which.
Thank you, Rachel.
It's a lot of fun, actually. We get to see all this.
All right.
plans
Policy.
before everybody else.
So it's policy.
Yeah, policy's pretty.
Finance committee, we have Patty, Glenn, Julie, Kurt, Becca, and Matt right now.
I did really want to
I'd
be
like
on
to
finance.
stay.
I wanted to be on finance, but you gotta know, right?
I mean, we have what now, 6,
Well, we can at least have, I mean, you could probably have 1 or 2 more if you really
if you want to.
are
You can.
itching to do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You want to be on it, Sue?
And you want to too, Rachel?
If you have room, if not, I can just show up.
No, go for it.
Okay. Policy committee, we have Aaron, Jamie, Matt, Janice, Sue. And I know Scott would like to be on it, but I don't know if the rest of you want to stay.
I wanna stay.
Yes.
And I bounce back and forth. Sometimes I'm at policy, depending on what's going on. Sometimes I'm at buildings and grounds. So
So we'll leave.
Matt wants to stay right now.
All right, so then I'll just leave Aaron and Jamie there for now.
Well, Jamie said that she wanted to stay on.
She
That's
did
right,
say
she
Yeah,
did.
in her email, she said she wanted to stay.
All right, all right. Executive committee, which is 1 from each town, and for the first time in 4 or 5 years, we have somebody from West Team.
So yeah. So
Yeah.
you're
Scott.
You're an auto, Scott,
All right,
automatically.
I think 2023. That's it. That's what my wife said. She was on the board then.
Yeah. So, Scott from West Haven, right now we have Peter from Orwell, Chris from Fairhaven, Julie Castleton, Janice Hubbardton, and Patty Benson.
I'm good still.
I'll stay.
I'm good.
All right. So just kept making sure Patty wants to stay on it from Benson.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
Patty doesn't want to stay on.
Okay.
okay.
Teacher negotiations. I mean, we have 2 years for that. I mean, you're not going to be doing anything with that next year unless something, I don't know what could possibly come up, but you never know. But right now we have Glenn, Janice, Becca, and Sue.
And we can worry about that when the time comes.
Yeah, so I just leave it for now. Support staff negotiations, we're in the midst of that right now. It's been Becca, Sue, Patty, Glenn, and Christina. Christina's not on the board anymore. Becca's not going to be able to be on there.
I can't be on.
So we have Sue, Patty, and Glenn. I mean, that is a small, that's a small group, but we're also pretty far into support staff negotiations. So I don't,
No, if
It's up to
changing
you.
anything would make a difference right now.
I feel we're okay really,
It's up to you guys.
at the point we're at.
Okay,
Because you can always add, right? Or
well.
you have to do it right now.
We should, if you're gonna add, I would do it now if somebody
But
else
this
is
will end
willing.
this
We're
year with
so
these
deep
people,
into
and
it,
then next year we
Pick
can do
somebody
more.
up at this
Well,
point.
I
when
know,
do they
And
meet?
we've gone into meetings.
We typically meet on
Has
Wednesdays or Thursdays, but we just went to impasse, which I'll talk to you about in executive session, but
So it means,
we're going to mediation. So I don't have a date,
it means there'll be
A lot.
quite a few meetings
could be.
Mhm.
on any given day.
Mhm.
Right, I don't know, I have no idea.
I think it's okay if it stays. If nobody's jumping at it, I think it's okay if it stays. With
Okay.
the ones who are there, who've been doing it this whole time.
So just to clarify, do you still have me on finance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yep.
Okay. Sick bank, we have Becca right now.
I've been staying on it.
Okay, we'll just,
Can she?
yeah,
Okay.
I guess,
Okay.
yeah. Minute taker, Becky, are you fine? Continue.
She's memorized our voices by now.
And then the Stafford Advisory Board, Kurt is
Yeah,
our rep.
I'm willing
You're,
to do
okay.
that.
All right,
All right,
I think
all right, perfect,
we're good.
awesome. All right, board responsibilities.
I think
Oh,
you
that's just
go-
to talk about.
Yeah,
board
just go over
responsibilities. Okay,
the
all right.
board's 3 responsibilities.
I don't have it in front of me. The
Well-
board's responsibility, finance,
Yep, budget.
superintendent.
Yep.
And policy.
Mhm.
All right.
You rock.
I know, right? Woo. All right, so, yeah, so those are our 3 responsibilities. I think, as we all have talked about many a times, and Scott's probably hearing this for the first time, but one of the things that we are not is somebody's direct conduit to the board, right? So you meet somebody in Dollar General, they have a problem, they come to you and say, hey, I've got this problem. It's not your job to bring that to the board, right? It's your job to inform them on the chain of command and how they can solve that problem. Always, though, at any time, you can call and ask Brooke, right? And she can tell you, nope, tell them this or tell them that. Like, she's the great person to go to. Or you can call me and ask me kind of what to do about
It's really
those 2
helpful
things.
when you're at Shaw's in the checkout line.
Yeah,
Or just say,
yeah. To be able to say, hey, I hear you. Please follow up with the building principal. Please follow up with the teacher. Please follow up, right? Like, that's your answer to those things. So that's kind of, or anybody else think of anything else to talk about with board responsibilities? I mean,
Well, hey,
go ahead, Kurt.
I'll just say it one more time. Everybody knows how I feel. Maybe not Scott, but I'd like for us to have oversight over curriculum. Have a committee. We did when I was in the high school. And I remember we had kind of, the social studies department had kind of gotten into psychology, sociology. The committee called us in and said, we would like more civics and history. You do it, you figure out how to do it, but that's what we want. So they weren't, micromanaging, but it seemed to work pretty well.
Right.
And now, of course, we've got Casey. Is it? We've done it before, so I hope it's appropriate that I sometimes meet with Casey and exchange some ideas.
Yeah,
I think that's good.
absolutely. Yep, no doubt. I will say, like, looks like you have your book, Vermont School Board
Yep,
Association.
okay with this.
Make sure you join the website. You've got to kind of have an account. Some secret society of school board members. But you have to have an account to get on there. There's a lot of information on there. There's a place to ask questions. Like, there's, that's also a good place to look if you have any questions too. And then you'll start getting emails.
Yeah, we got that set up.
All right, you'll start getting emails from the VSBA, the Vermont School Boards Association, kind of letting you know what's going on at the legislature, or letting you know what's going on in the state. So those are good to read too, to kind of keep on top
Can't
of what's going on.
possibly be anything going on in the state all
Nothing.
quiet.
Nothing.
Right.
I also highly recommend through that email that you get VT Digger.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just a really great one. I have that one come to that email too. It's just you get interesting stuff, and they sometimes are really good at reporting what's going on around the state. So, all right, anybody else? All right, Code of Ethics forms to sign and hand back to Brooke. Everybody did that? All right, Brooke needs those by the end if you have them still, or you can hand them down. All right, contact forms, same thing. I think they're all coming down together.
Yep.
Awesome. All right. And then town meeting follow-up, budget revote. I believe we all got, again, something attached to our board meeting that has the results. Well, we didn't get those. You didn't send those to us, did you?
Lisa
Oh,
said
yeah,
she was
she
sending
did.
them under a separate
She
cover.
did, that's right, under separate cover, we got them. And then kind of our new timeline for what we're going into next. So, did anybody have any questions about results? I know we got a couple inquiries from the public asking us for individual town breakdowns. And correct, we can't do it. They're commingled. We explained that to them. They're commingled. We won't find that out. We have access to, because they're public voter rolls, who voted, but we do not have access to how they voted, right? We'll never have access to that. That's another thing, back to board responsibilities, which maybe it's also about town meeting follow-up. I think it's still a little bit out there that people don't understand that we are voted on at large. So even though I'm from Castleton, I represent Slate Valley because it's voted on by everybody. And I think some people still kind of don't understand that yeah, it's your town rep, but it's not for that town school. It's for the whole district. And just reminding, so go ahead.
And I also think that's true for the budget. The $32 million is for 5 schools, not just Fairhaven Grade School.
Right, or just the high
Not just
school.
Orwell.
Right.
Not just the high school. And
Right.
that seems to constantly
Right.
resurface. So
Just that mindset, right? When we vote, we're voted on at large. So everybody in all 6 towns votes
I mean,
for us.
it's confusing the way it's
Mhm.
done, for
Mhm.
sure.
How was the Ruth Hardy event attended?
I saw pictures. I
I
thought,
couldn't go. Casey went. It was maybe,
Even Glenn
and
was there.
Glenn and Peter, there was maybe
It was-
30 people, no?
No.
All right, maybe
20?
20. All right.
Yeah. I think that of her time speaking, a little too much time was spent on the history of getting us to where we're at versus are we actually going to do something?
going forward.
Um,
You mean school-wise?
with she went all the way back and started discussing the Brigham decision and
Wow.
all those. And it's we could have, my personal feeling, and I'm only speaking for myself, is that and maybe it's because I've been involved with this for so long, I could have done with less of that. And is the legislature really going to accomplish anything this year or not? And it the feeling I think is not much is going to happen.
That's the feeling I got.
Yeah.
It's really slow. Nothing much is going to happen.
Yeah.
I think as far as going back, I think it was good for some of the people in the room to understand that why we're doing or some things the way it is. But the way she talked, it's just nothing much. It's just.
Okay.
Of the 20, would you say that it was a 50-50 split? People who are parents in our system versus those who were retired? Or would you say they were more retired?
More retired.
Yeah.
And we're more retired from having kids in the system.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a couple that had kids in the system, but most of them were older, retired.
So that would say too.
Available to
But they were
go.
still voters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Another big, I think it's big misunderstanding or lack of understanding out there is actually how voting on our budget affects our tax rate and the statewide system. Voting no on our budget doesn't change a thing. It doesn't change a thing. Doesn't change how much Woodstock just passed to build a new school. It doesn't change Burlington's brand new school. It doesn't change any of that, right? It's where we all go into the pot and it all comes back down. And so sometimes it's hard to listen to the towns that pass their budget and are spending $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 more than we are. And we're not passing our budget and they want us to reduce it more. So it's I think, really working on helping people understand. VPR did some really good stories in the past week about how it's funded again and kind of like what are the effects of the passing of 80%, 82% of the budgets. Our little, percentage that's left is not going to make or break that system at all.
Glenn, share your.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I don't know if anybody else has seen it, but probably 6 or 8 weeks ago, probably when the legislature went back in, but Calvin Cutler from CAX did a story where there were 3 Calvin Cutlers going out to lunch and they decided beforehand they're going to split the bill equally. And, one of them got a sandwich, one of them got a steak, and the other one got lobster and everything. And then the bill comes and the guy sitting there with the sandwich, which is Slate Valley, looks at the bill and is like, and it's like, hey, we decided to split it equally. And that's kind of what the education fund is.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
It really kind of, if we could get more people to see that this is how it actually works. We add up the total dollars of all the school budgets and divide it by the number of students, and this is what you end up with. It's like, so every time we make a cut, it just gives more money to go elsewhere.
Yeah.
And we struggle here to offer one foreign language, and CVU's got like almost double-digit foreign languages.
Yeah.
And I mean, granted, some of it is dependent upon your tax base, which helps, but these schools, especially in Chittenden County, that have got multi-million-dollar war chests because 100% of every surplus just goes into reserve funds. And
Because they know they can pass a budget.
and if they don't, they just peel money out of a reserve fund to throw it at the budget to lower it, so they can lower their budget really without causing any cuts.
So the average increase was in the state was 4 point something.
4.2.
Yeah, ours is 3 point something. And 3.48, and which of course in the past, but that 4.2 translates into, they're saying a 10% increase in property taxes. So whatever we do from this point forward is not going to affect that much.
Just to clarify, it will depend greatly on the yield. That will finally, so that 4.2, I'll keep track of what happens.
The final yield.
Huh?
Yeah.
The final yield.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
and so that, what you're talking about would be the yield that was back on the December 1st letter. And there has been a lot of conversation at House Ways and Means, and the governor has even talked about how much, he wants to put towards tax rates. So I just want to be clear that that's not, we can't quite connect those dots yet.
I mean, there was a bill that was introduced this year to require that the final yield be set prior to town meeting. And I think that's still thumbtacked on the wall. That will never see the light of day.
Yep. So it doesn't work in our favor. These yields and setting yields and how the legislature works and all that stuff. It just doesn't work in our favor for educating or for the public to have certainty when voting on something as to what it's going to look like. So, all right. We are on to, all right, no other questions about town meeting follow-up? All right.
Well, do you want to say that we're going to be discussing when
the budget?
vote is
Yeah, okay.
after this in finance?
Right, so we set up a little calendar. I think Lisa sent that too. with everything that we're doing, right? Finance meeting today and then one again on Wednesday. Next Monday, executive committee is holding a discussion with the community at 6 o'clock. And then, what?
What day is that?
Monday.
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 Next Monday.
Yep, next Monday, the 16th. 16th? Yeah,
Yeah.
and then the 23rd, our board meeting is when we will do the warning.
Yep.
And then the 30th, the Monday after that, we'll do the meeting for the vote, right? Like we do for every vote, and then the 31st will be the vote.
The executive committee meeting with the public, is that about the budget?
That is just, it's like an open forum like we did last year, so yes, bring your questions, bring your thoughts. I mean, granted, Kurt, we'll be honest, right? Like, bring your thoughts and tell us what you're thinking and what you're feeling. But like, we have to get it kind of set before that, right? We have to, I mean, we'll have some time after the 16th if we needed to make any tweaks, right? Because we're going to pass it on the 23rd, but we're having our finance meeting tonight and Wednesday to kind of talk about what we're cutting and where we're at.
Tonight and this Wednesday?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, that's good.
It was, we actually were looking at having meetings 3 nights in a row because initially it was going to be board meeting tonight, finance tomorrow night, finance Wednesday, and we decided to have finance after this meeting
Right.
and not hold one
I
Tuesday.
did read that a couple of times. I'm like, what are we doing after the meeting?
Yeah.
Okay, I knew there must be a reason
Yep.
behind that.
Well, because you had to reorganize
Yeah.
first.
So,
We did this last
Yep.
year too.
Because with revotes, you don't have to have the 30-day,
30 to 40 days.
30 to 40-day warning period. It's a lot
It's 5
faster.
to 7.
5 to 7, yep.
Yep.
So that gives us the opportunity to have things happen pretty quickly. Yep. Any questions about that? Kurt, you okay?
It's my poker night, but
All right, Glenn and you need to get together and have poker on the same night. That
it's
would be
gonna
really
save
nice.
me money.
Okay, all right, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, let's see here, meeting dates, okay. This is decision time, folks.
I think we like this way this year, right?
So this year, it's 2 times a month
Right,
versus, and we did it the year before 1 time, right?
right.
How many special meetings did we have when we did it
Maybe
once?
Maybe like 2. I'd
2,
have to
I
go
think,
back.
or
I
so.
mean, I'd have to go back.
It wasn't
I
like
don't
all
know.
of a sudden every month we were like,
No,
oh, we need
no,
a
no,
meeting. Okay. Were our meetings super, super long?
Couple hours.
Some of them were.
Yeah,
Some
some
of
of them were
Okay.
9 o'clock.
Yeah, so just know that, right? That if you do go down to 1, they can be pretty long at times. So, yep. So we just need to decide what we would like to do.
Regardless of what you decide this March,
We have to have 2.
we have to have 2.
Mhm.
I felt when we had one, it kind of, there was so much space in between each one that things kind of got forgotten or swept away and with 2, we kind of keep things fresh because you're seeing each other more, you're hearing more about it, whereas 1, it's once a month that we're actually face to face and talking about the things that are important.
I hear that. Yeah, Glenn.
I think that when you go to once a month, it also, other than potentially the high school, it really limits the time that we spend in the grade schools. Because you're going to be down to 1 meeting a year in each
Right.
high school.
Right.
And I think that having it where we're at least there twice a year, you stay more connected with the school, but also the voters in those towns, because there's a lot of them that are less likely to go, especially from like Orwell, to come down to Castleton for
Right.
a board meeting. They're more likely to come to the meeting when it's in Orwell.
Yep, I hear that too.
So I think that keeps you better connected potentially with the voters and what's going on in the building itself.
And we will have, and if we only go down to 1, we definitely still have committee meetings on the opposite.
Yeah,
right?
you
There's-
do
We
anyway.
can't not have, so we're still having, you still might
Yeah.
have to be going to a meeting anyways, but it would be your committee meetings. So,
Do you need a motion, Julie?
yes, of one of those things.
I make a motion, we meet twice a month.
I'll second.
All right, any more discussion? All right, all those in favor of meeting twice a month, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, twice a month it is. All right, bylaws. We handed them out. We should read them.
Yeah, it just gives you kind of the overview of the committee structure and how the board is organized. Those came about right after we merged into Slate Valley and
Okay.
were a product of the Articles of Agreement.
Okay. All right. And if we wanted to see the articles of agreement, they are on our website under Board of
They are, and
Education.
I'm happy to send them to you if you would like.
Would people like a copy of the articles of agreement? There's some important info in there, in my opinion.
And under what conditions can they be amended?
So bylaws are Articles of Agreement.
I think bylaws are just a simple majority of the board, correct?
Right. I
So
believe it's
articles of agreement?
So
Yeah.
Articles of Agreement, so recently I did get a legal opinion on that. And it appears that the school board may be able, the way they're written, and I would want to follow up again because I got the legal opinion in 2024, but that the school board can amend the Articles of Agreement. It does not specifically say the voters. That was the last legal opinion that I got.
So would that be, and of course, I know there would be study committees and whatnot, but would that mean we could unilaterally make consolidation decisions?
You might be able to if you change the Articles of Agreement.
Reorganization decisions, like Castleton Village School reorganization decisions, like they had to vote to close it, but like say that we had kept it and decided to put the,
Well, if you
Right.
amend the Articles of Agreement, you don't need a vote to close the school, but that's a whole nother.
if you amend the, right, but like right now,
Right now you do.
right, but right now, say that we had kept Castleton Village School as a building, but closed it, like didn't have students in there, and we decided that we wanted administration to be in the village school, right? Like we could have done all that without asking the Castleton voters.
Right, or changing your Articles of Agreement.
Right, because that would have been just reorganizing what we're looking like, but not getting rid of a building.
So it depends on what you want to do.
Right.
Probably anything major would involve a study committee.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
correct. Yep.
When we switched to monthly meetings, we changed the bylaws. Do we have, like 2 years ago, do we have to change it back to say twice monthly or no?
Oh, we did change it?
Yeah.
I just
Because
more
B-
where, I don't. do I
Page
have it?
1B, like 3B says, regular meetings will be held once monthly.
Unless the board votes, so there's nothing.
Oh, so you don't have to change it, because it just says unless the board votes, right, and we just did,
Okay.
which I think we're good.
Yeah, you should be all right.
Yep. Any other questions?
I also, for board membership, we are gonna put an advertisement out trying to see if we have folks that are interested in at least submitting a letter of interest to serve on the board for the
Orwell,
next election. Orwell, Hubbardton, and
West-
two
and West
seats
Haven.
in West Haven
okay,
currently.
okay. All right. Any other questions about bylaws? All righty. Consent agenda. Can I get a motion to act on the consent agenda, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Questions about anything or pull anything out? All right, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, awesome. On to public comment. Nobody. Anybody online?
No hands in the virtual audience.
All right. Okay, retirement. Tina Rampone. Can I get a motion to accept Tina's retirement, please?
So moved.
Second.
All right, any
Is she
comments or?
Orwell's too?
Yeah, Orwell and Castleton.
Orwell and Castleton, okay. Oh, Mrs. Rampone, how many years?
I think
17
or something.
Wow.
Close. Yeah.
Fantastic, fantastic. Enjoy retirement, but we will miss you. So, all right, can I get a I already had a motion, so all in favor of accepting Tina Rampone's retirement, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, congratulations, Tina. All right, elevator bids.
Elevator bid.
Sounds like fun.
Peter's gonna
All right,
handle
Peter.
that.
All right, so we put the elevator out to bid. We got the bids back on, well, I'm not sure what day, the other day, right? They're due back on the 20th.
Okay,
We got, there was 5 contractors were approved to bid. We only got 2, one from Farrington Construction Company, the other one from Russell Construction Services. So we went with Russell because they were cheaper. They were $884,000, and Farrington was $1,164,723. The bids were evaluated based on cost, completion, and specification, service quality, and vendor reputation. So we need a motion to, well, I'm making a motion to accept the bid for Russell Construction Services.
Second.
okay, any other conversation or questions about this bid for the elevator?
That's for the high school?
For the
Yeah.
high school,
Yeah, the one that there is too small.
Oh, there is one in there now.
Oh, yeah,
it's too small and keeps breaking.
yep,
And I don't have the parts for it anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very old.
it's old.
So the new one's gonna go right in the same area, right in the same
No.
shop?
No, it's gonna go over by the library,
Okay.
Out into that courtyard.
over the courtyard,
I
where
see
you
that.
come out from the middle school wing, that little outside, used to be outside walkway.
So that explains the high cost, because
That's part of
building
it.
the whole new structure.
But it's cheaper than replacing where it was, plus there was not enough room to make, it's gonna be an elevator big enough to meet code so we can get a stretcher in it. The other one wasn't, and there's not enough room there either to put one that size in.
Yep, good questions.
Any other questions?
I'm looking at the bid thing. Do we have to do something to approve an
Yeah.
additional 50,000?
Yeah,
That's
That'd be a
after
Yeah,
this.
separate
this.
motion.
Okay, all right. So all those in favor? Oh, go ahead, sorry.
I need to abstain from this vote.
Okay. All right, so Glenn abstention. All right, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And 1 abstention. All right, thank you, Glenn. All right, so then it sounds like we need another elevator.
Yeah, so
Motion.
although we approved the money, we approved 800,000 from the general fund, an additional 200,000 from the reserve fund. To date, we've used 105,699 from the general fund building improvements line for engineering costs. So we're asking I'm making a motion to get an additional $50,000 from the reserve fund to cover additional engineering costs through the end of the construction period.
Okay. I get a second?
Second.
A second? Any questions?
And that'll leave us with what in that account?
We got that, Cheryl, that one.
Right now, we have about 400,000, but I haven't done the transfer for this transfer for this year, so that will put another 700,000 in. And then the voters just approved another 800,000. So you'll have, well over $1.5 million.
And we won't really know how much of that we're gonna spend until we get the engineer's report.
Well, it's just it's for additional engineering if we need it while they're putting in the elevator. I mean, right now it's designed, there's blueprints and everything, and the engineering to date is 105,000. So that's just to cover additional up to 50,000 if we need it. Hopefully we won't spend it all.
Good question.
Who seconded that?
Glenn. Yep, good question. Thank you. Any other questions? Okay, all in favor of an additional $50,000 from the reserve fund to cover additional engineering for the elevator, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, thank you very much. Funny, public comment again. Short little public comment. Nobody. Okay. Agenda building, March 23rd, obviously we'll have our warning.
Yeah, you'll also have teacher contracts.
Teacher contracts. So this year, teacher contracts were after the budget. Were they before the budget last year? Were they in February last year? Or have we always done in March, April?
Usually sometime, you're thinking of administrator contracts.
So
probably.
administrator contacts.
They're usually, well, we move the date and negotiate, contracts have to be issued by April 1st now.
Contracts have to be issued by
We used
April
to have
1st,
March
okay.
15th deadline for reduction in force notices, and the
Okay.
new contract has April 1st in it.
Okay, so we moved it a
So we
little bit,
moved the
okay.
timeline out a little bit.
Okay.
So yes.
So admin
and,
is in February.
and had the budget passed, I would have brought teacher contracts
Today. Okay.
But
Okay.
we need to discuss
Discuss
some of
that,
those
okay.
things.
At some point, I'd like to discuss third grade retention versus promotion.
Is that a decision a school I'm totally just popped in my head. Is that a decision school districts can make?
Well, I mean,
It wouldn't be a popular one, probably.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, is it a state law? Does it
it's
have to be
not a state law, you would have to have a policy on it.
You'd have to have a policy on retention.
We do, well, we have a
Procedures.
procedure.
Yeah.
We have procedures on retention. You'd have to turn it into a policy and
Okay.
Casey, do you want to discuss that with me at some point?
Sure. Yeah, just call.
so I don't know when you want it. We
Flush
also
it out a little bit, because there's a lot to it.
What's that?
I said, flush it out a little bit, because there's a lot to it.
That's what I'm thinking. I'd like
Yeah.
to meet with Casey and maybe if anybody else would, we can work
Want to be
that out.
interested, yeah.
And, while we're dealing with budget, it might not be the best time.
Right.
And Kurt, you had also asked about milk.
Yeah, and apparently, from what Cheryl has said, Congress really screwed up for some reason. They didn't. They
For
didn't.
some reason.
They didn't raise the calorie limit. They didn't
Right.
raise the sodium limit. They didn't raise the saturated fat limit. Plus, they didn't make it for breakfast, for snacks, for after school, for
They just
anything
made it
other
for
than
lunch?
lunch.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
you
it was
can,
very narrow.
you can have whole milk, but you just can't have a lot of anything else. Like it reduces your other
So that's
calories.
the challenge.
Liquid lunch.
is
Well,
more-
it would create more of a planning nightmare for the person in charge.
Right.
So I don't know if we want to go forward with that.
Well, I think I mean, with SIMS is they're looking at it and intending to, but they have to also look at how they have to change the overall menu to accommodate that to stay
Well, you mean our
within
people are looking at it.
within the prescribed. Oh yeah, most
I wish
definitely.
Congress would look at it,
Yeah, but
the steps.
they didn't. So those are the requirements.
Interesting.
But they
and it's
bragged about
just-
it, at least Stefan, Peter Welch, they took all the credit. They had a signing thing with Trump.
And then you look at the
Disgust me.
the fine details are,
Yeah.
jeez, all right. It's the stuff you don't know unless somebody's looking to.
We also have a presentation from Casey and Kristen that we were supposed to do the end of
I'm
January.
just gonna do it now because it's been since January.
Oh.
Just tell me when you want me to do it.
All right, it's March 23rd, okay?
Certainly.
All right.
But just quick backup. So admin is in February. Teachers are usually after the budget.
Well, admin we did in the fall this
in
year.
the fall this year. Okay.
Teachers are usually around this
But-
time. It depends on the date when town meeting day falls.
Okay.
But because the reduction in force date has been pushed out, it allows us a little leeway in March to do it the first or second meeting.
And there's something in state law about admin contracts?
Admin is February 1st.
February 1st by state law?
Yeah, you have to let them, admin know by February 1st for contract renewal. It's in principles. It's state law, yeah.
Okay. All right. All right, I just wanted to understand that, so thank you. All right, anything else? So warning, teacher contracts, Casey. Anything else we can think of right now?
Well, we'll have follow-up from building and grounds and
And
policy,
policy.
so.
Oh, and we have a big policy meeting on the 23rd too, right beforehand.
Yes.
Okay.
I would imagine there would be some follow-up from the executive.
Oh, yeah,
committee
executive committee meeting.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Anything else we can think of? All right, I need a motion to go into executive session for labor relations with.
Cheryl and I, and we'll just go in the conference room because we're gonna have the finance meeting right here.
Okay,
So moved.
Second.
all right. Any questions? All right, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, and we're moving.